Hello guys, my name is Sudhanshu Kapoor. I'm your instructor. So today we talk about global VNet peering. Okay, in my last lecture I was showing you how we can connect two VNets in the same Azure regions. Today we see how we can connect two virtual networks with the help of, or you can say that how we can connect two virtual networks in different Azure regions. Okay, so first I open my Paint and I'll show you the diagram first what we need to do. So like imagine that we have two Azure geographical regions. Imagine that this is my two Azure geographical regions. Okay, this one is East US, okay, and this one you can call it West US. Okay, this is West US. Okay, now in that I create one resource group. Imagine this is my resource group. Over there also I create one resource group. Okay, and this is my resource group. The name is RG. Imagine RG1, and I'm using the same resource group over there also. This also name is RG1. Okay, now in that RG1 I create one virtual network. This is called as East VNet 1. Okay, and I call this VNet is known as West VNet 1. Okay, like this. Now in this VNet 1 I'm creating you can say that I'm creating a virtual machine over there. Okay, over there I'm creating a virtual machine. I just connect this virtual machine is on this VNet 1. Okay, so over there my virtual machine is Windows Server 1. Okay, and over there I'm using the virtual machine is Windows Server 2. Okay, now as you can see that this is the virtual machine over there. Okay, so now as you can see that I need to connect these two VNets. Okay, this VNet works in East US and this VNet works in West US. So if I want to connect two VNets, okay, what we need for that? We need virtual network gateway. What we need? We need virtual network gateway. Okay, so I need to implement one virtual network gateway over there. So like over there, imagine this is my virtual network gateway over there, and over there also I have virtual network gateway. Okay, and imagine this name is VG. I'm known as VG. Okay, and over there also this is my VG1, and you can say that this is my VG2. Okay, like this. Okay, so this virtual network gateway connects with East US, and this virtual network gateway connects with West US, and with the help of these gateways, okay, we can connect with each other like this. You can say that we can connect with each other like this. Okay, so first we understand what is virtual network gateway. So virtual network gateway is what? It's a kind of virtual network gateway. Okay, so what is that? It's a kind of VPN connection. Okay, it is a VPN connection, you can say that. So we can create one VPN connection between two virtual networks. Okay, so I can create for VPN connection. What we need to do? I can create one virtual gateway and connect with East US location, and I can create one virtual gateway to connect with West US location, and we can create one virtual connection between them. Okay, so with the help of virtual network gateway, we can connect two VNets in different Azure regions. Okay, so now I need to go for that. Over there I need to so this is known as a VPN connection. You can say that VPN connection, and it works the protocol of, you can say that it has a protocol also, and the protocol they're using is IKE version 1 and IKE version 2. Okay, these are the two protocols your virtual gateway use to connect two VNets in different Azure regions. Okay, fine. So virtual network is what? It's a kind of VPN connection, you can say that's a kind of VPN. Okay, and it works as a gateway also, like how we can connect two networks with the help of routers. So router is what? It's a kind of gateway. So same thing over there also. It works as a VPN connection also, and it works as a gateway also. Okay, so like this. We need to connect this. So if I try to short, so how what we need? Okay, so what are the requirements to connect these? So we need number one we can create two VNets in different Azure regions. Okay. Number second, we need to create two gateway. We can call it virtual network gateway. Okay. Understood this? I hope understand this. Okay. We need to connect two gateways. Okay. So we need to create two gateways. So one gateway is connected with one location, second gateway connected with second location, like this. Okay. And after that, what we need? Now we create two VMs. Okay. And we create two VMs. So one VM connects with one VNet in one location, and second VNet connects with second VNet in second location. Like over there, Windows Server 1 connects with East VNet, it's in East US, and Windows Server 2 connects with West VNet 1 in West US. Okay. So so how we can check the you can say that result. So if I am able to access, you can say that if I am able to access VM server, Windows Server 1, VM 2, Windows Server 2, okay, and if I'm able to access Windows Server 2 to Windows Server 1, so it means my connectivity is done. Okay, and we can do all these things in private networks with the help of private networks. Okay, I don't want any public IP address for this connections. Okay, these things all works with private network. Okay, so over there I'm using the network, you can say that I'm using over there 10.0.0.0. Okay, and over there I'm using the network should be, you understand, make sure that the network should be different. Okay, so over there I'm using 10.1.0.0 like this. Okay, fine. So that is what we have. Remember, and remember one thing also, that VNet gateway also have a different you can say that if they have a different network also. Okay, so in VNet gateway I'm using 10.0.1.0. okay, I'm using this network in this gateway, okay, I'm using this network, and in this gateway I'm using 10.1.1.0, like something like this. Okay, and I'm using this network in this VNet. Okay, I hope you're able to understand this diagram. Okay, we can follow this this diagram. You can see that we can follow this topology. Okay, so let's start the practical, guys. So you can see that I already log in my portal. Okay, so first we start with create with virtual networks. So I just click on virtual networks now. Okay, I have a virtual network. Click on add. Okay, I'm going to create first virtual network. Okay, I take two locations, East US and West US. Okay, so first I'm going to create virtual network in East US. So I'm going to create a new resource group because I don't have a resource group right now. So my resource group name is RG. You can call it RG peering. I call my group resource group name is RG peering. Click on OK. Okay, now I need to give the VNet name. So this is my East VNet. Okay, this is my East VNet 1. Okay, and I choose this location. So I create this in East US. Okay, so this is East VNet 1 in I creating in this East US. Click on next. It automatically taking 10 network range 10.0.0.16. So as you can see that it taking automatically 10.0.0 network. Okay, so it's automatically taking the subnet mask, subnets. Okay, subnet name, it's okay. Click on security. I've disabled firewall because if I enable firewall, so it's block my IP addresses and everything, pinging and all. So I just block the firewall. I enabled DDoS protection. Okay, click on next. They ask me the tag, so I give the name. Give the name over there. Okay, name, and need to give the VNet. Okay, so this is the you can say the tag through which if I want to search my VNet, so I'm using this tags to search. Okay, if I want to search my VNet. Okay, so now you can see that running final validation. If everything is okay, it's showing that validation passed. Now click on create. Okay, so now it's going to create VNet 1 in East US location. Okay, So as you can see that the deployment is completed. So if I click on this and click on virtual networks again, so you can see that my VNet East VNet 1 is created. Okay, now I'm going to create my West VNet. Okay, the another VNet, and I put the VNet in West US. Okay, so I choose the same group RG peering and give over there West VNet. Sorry, West VNet 1. Okay, and I'm click on over there and use. I put this VNet in West US. Okay. Click on next now. Now it's automatically taking 10.1.0.0. So as you can see that in my diagram, this network use 10.1.0.0. It's okay, and it's automatically take the subnet. Okay, click on security. Firewall is disabled and DDoS protection is on. Okay. Now need to give the name and need to give the tag value. Okay, and now it checks your validation. If everything is fine, just click on create. Okay. Okay, so as you can see that the deployment is completed. So if I click on home and click on virtual networks, so as you can see that my second virtual network is also created. It takes time to update over there. Okay, you just keep refreshing or refresh the full portal once. As you can see that the West VNet is there now. Okay, so East VNet 1 and West VNet 1 is created successfully. Okay, now I'm going to create gateways. Okay, after gateways I'm creating the virtual machines. Okay, so first I click on home. Then okay, if you're not able to see virtual right now, they're showing me virtual network gateways over there also in my home page. If you're not able to see, just click on search and click on over there, write down over there virtual network gateways. You can see that they're showing you like this. Okay, so click on this. Now I'm going to add my first virtual network gateway. Now I'm creating this gateway in my East US. Okay, so I just click on give the name over there. Okay, so this is my East gateway. I am mentioning over the name East gateway. Okay, and I'm choosing the location is East US. Okay, now you can see that gateway type is VPN. I'm using VPN over there. VPN type is route based, so it works on route based. If they have a route, they forward the you can say the data to one gateway to another gateway. Okay, VNet type is route based. We make sure that you can choose this, and in gateway type you can choose VPN. SKU and generation, we can learn this also in my upcoming lectures. So you can choose by default this, don't change anything right now. Now they ask me the network, so where I want to connect this gateway now. Okay, so I'm connect this gateway with my East VNet 1. Okay, because I'm creating this gateway for East US location. Okay, so as you can see that in the diagram, this I'm creating this gateway. Okay, it's connect with the East VNet. Okay, because it's working in East US. So now just go down, you can see that it automatically taking the address. Okay, so as you can see that it automatically taking the private address is 10.0.1.0. okay, so it automatically taking the same address over there. And now they ask you want to create a public IP address also. So VNet, so your VNet your virtual gateway also have a public IP address, so you need to give the name. So I go for PIP2. PIP2 means public IP address 1. Sorry, this is for 1. Okay, I'm using this name. Okay, and it automatically gives one public IP address to this virtual network gateway as well. Okay, now click on next. Don't use anything now. Enable active mode, it disabled, and BGP is disabled. So we are learning this in upcoming lectures. But click on next now. Give the tag name and go for its gateway. Okay, and click on create. Now it's running validation pass. Click on create now. Okay, so now it takes time, guys. It takes 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, it takes minimum 20 minutes. Okay, so wait for that to create. Now you can see that it's going to create now. Okay, your deployment is underway. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so as you can see that the East gateway and you can say that the East gateway is created. Okay, it's connect with East VNet 1. Okay, and the location is East US. Okay, so what can I do till now? I can create RG group. okay, resource group, the name of RJ peering, and then I can create East VNet 1 in East US location, and then I create network virtual network gateway. Okay, to connect, I connect this virtual network gateway to East US location. Okay, so as you can see that East gateway connect with East VNet 1, connect with East US location, connect in East US location. Now I'm going to create another gateway, is known as for West US. Okay, so I choose, okay, so I just give name over there. This is known as West Gateway. Okay, West Gateway, and I choose over there West US, West US this time. Okay, and the network I choose over there is West VNet 1. Okay, and it takes 10.1.1.0. okay, so just showing you over there, you can see that I create this gateway 2 now, and it uses this IP address, this network. Okay, and again it's want to just the public IP address. Okay, it's already taking the one public IP address. Click on next now. Okay, need to give the name, the value. Okay, and click on next. Running final validation pass, click on create. Okay, so now I'm going to create a second virtual network gateway. Okay, as you can see that the development is underway. Okay, okay, so as you can see that the deployment is completed now. Okay, so I just click on this and click on virtual network gateways. Okay, so over there you can see that East Gateway and West Gateway both are created successfully. East Gateway connect with East VNet 1, and West Gateway connect with West VNet 1, and East Gateway is in East US and West Gateway is in West US. Okay, so I created both the two VNets, and now I'm creating already the virtual network gateways. Now I'm going to create a virtual machines. Okay, so I just click on home now and click on virtual machines. Okay, click on add over there. So as you see in the lab that I'm going to create Windows Server 1 virtual machine, which is which connect with ENET 1, and it put in East US. And I'm going to create another machine, virtual server 2, Windows Server 2. I'm sorry, it's connect with West VNet. Okay, and I put this virtual machine in East US location. Okay, fine. So now you can see that I just choose the resource group. I created already RG peering. Okay, so I'm using the same resource group right now. Okay, I go for Windows. This machine name is Windows Server 1. Okay, and I put this machine in put this machine in East US. Okay, I choose the image now. I'm going to install 2016 server. Okay, you can install client Windows also. You can install Windows 10, Windows 8 also. Okay, it doesn't need that you can install Windows Server. Okay, now go for username. Write the username. So in my case, I give user administrator 1. After that, I need to give the password. With the help of this username and password, I'm able to log in or access my virtual machines. Okay, I'm using RDP and HTTP, both the ports, okay, to access my virtual machines. Click on next now. Now they ask me the hard disk. So premium SSD hard disk is already created there over there. So I'm using premium SSD hard disk. Now in networking, I connect this virtual machine with East US. So you can say that it's connect with East VNet 1. Okay, so it's automatically connect this. So right now I'm creating this Windows Server 1. It's automatically connected with East VNet because I'm creating this virtual machine in East US location. Okay, and it's loading the subnets and public IP address is automatically there. Okay. That's loading. It's okay. It takes time. Okay. Sometimes my internet is slow. Maybe that's why it takes some time. Okay. Click on next now. Click on manage. Okay. I hope it's loaded. Okay, it's loading. It's not to worry about that. Click on next now. Management. I don't want anything in manage. I off monitoring. I don't want anything monitoring tools over there. Okay. Click on next. Click on next. Need to give the tag name. So over there is Windows. Okay. Click on next. Now it's checking the initializing. but it's initializing. Okay, just wait guys. Okay, so as you can see that it's loading the subnet in public. Actually my internet connection is internet have issues, so it's okay with now. Now my internet is okay, working fine. So as you can see that I connect this virtual machine with East VNet 1, okay, and it's automatically take the subnet and the public IP address. Everything is fine now. Click on next, manage. I don't want anything. I switch off the monitoring. Okay, click on advanced. Click on next tags. Okay, and I'll give for name, and this is for Windows. Okay, now I'm going to create this virtual machine. Okay, as you can see that review plus now you can see that running final validation, it's running now. Okay, validation passed. Okay, click on create over there. So now I'm going to create, now it's going to create the Windows Server 1 virtual machine, which is going to connect my East US location. You can say that. Okay, I'm getting this virtual machine. Okay, it's connect with the East VNet and it's save in East US location. Okay. Okay, so as you can see that the deployment is completed, it means my virtual machine is created. I click on home again and I'm going to click on virtual machines. So as you can see that my virtual machine Windows Server 1 is created. Okay, it's the location of this virtual machine is East US. Okay, now I'm going to create another virtual machine. The virtual machine name is Windows Server 2. Okay, so I use the same resource group RG peering and give the name of the virtual machine. This time I go for Windows Server 2 and I put this machine in West US. Okay, and choose the image 2016 server. I'm using 2016 server. Okay, now I need to give the username through which I'm able to access this virtual machine, or I'm able to log in this virtual machine. This username and password I use. Okay, now choose the port. I'm using HTTP and RDP, both the ports. Okay, to access this, click on next. Now they ask me the hard disk again, premium SSD hard disk I'm using. So as you can see that it connects automatically with my West VNet. Okay, and it taking 10.1.0.0 IP address subnets. Okay, so simple click on next. I don't want any monitoring, I don't want any management options right now. Click on advanced, click on next to give tag name. Okay, it's not compulsion, but if you want to give, you can give. Click on create and review and create. Okay, so now it checks again. If everything is fine, they highlighted the create button. You can see that validation passed. Now click on create. Okay, so as you can see that it's going to create virtual machine second. The name is Windows Server 2 and it saves in West location. Okay, so as you can see that the deployment is completed now. So if I click on my virtual machines, so as you can see that my second virtual machine is also created, Windows Server 2, and it's running. So both the virtual machines are running now. Okay, so now what we can do, we can create these stuffs also. We can create these VNet, West VNet also, virtual gateway also, and virtual machines also. Now I'm going to connect these two VNets now. So with the help of virtual gateway, we can connect these two VNets. So what I do, I can connect these two virtual network gateway. Okay, so how we can go for that? Now I just go to my virtual network gateways. Okay, and I just click on East Gateway. Okay, now I'm going to click on connections. Now I'm going to connect this gateway to my West, and I'm going to connect West gateway to my East gateway. Okay, I connect vice versa. So click on connections over there. Okay, you can see that right now I'm in East gateway connections. Click on add. Okay, now they ask me the name, so I go for this, the East US to West US connection. Okay, and so you can say that it's automatically choose East gateway because I'm working on East gateway right now. Okay, now they ask me to choose the second gateway which I want to connect. So I want to connect East to West gateway. So I click on West gateway over there. Okay, now remember this thing, shared key. Okay, so when you're going to create your two virtual gateways with each other, okay, they ask for shared key, and this shared key is you can say that, like imagine if I give over there test. Okay, so the same key I need to give to the second means the West gateway also. Okay, this key should be same on both the both the connections. Okay, so just click on test over there. I just give the key test. You can give any key, any name. Okay, and you can see that they're asking you two protocols, IKE version 2 and version 1, version 2. So by default taking version 2. Okay, so which I already told you that VPN connection, it works on two protocols, IKE version 1, version 2. So by default it takes version 2. Okay, to connect these two, to create a connection. Okay, now click on OK. So now you can see that it's creating a connection. Okay, so as you can see that the connection is created successfully. Okay, and you can see that it's at east, sorry my spelling is wrong, east US to west US. Okay, I create this connection now. Okay, now I'm going to click on, now I go to again to network, virtual network gateways. This time I choose west gateway now. Okay, and now click on connections. Okay, so as you can see that in west gateway also they're showing you east to west is created, the connection is created, but I need to create the west to east also, vice versa also. So right now I'm in west gateway. Click on add now. Okay, now I need to give west US to east US. Okay, now right now I'm in west gateway, so I need to choose the east gateway. Okay, and remember the key I'm using test on first connection, so I use the same key on this over there also. Okay, now click on OK. Now it's going to creating a connection. So as you can see that, okay, the connection is created. Okay, both connection status is unknown right now. Do not need to worry about that. It's automatically refreshed. Okay, sometime it takes some time. It's automatically written over there connected. Okay, so now what I need to do, now I go to my home again and click on virtual machines. Now I'm going to take the remote of my virtual machines. Okay, so I just click on Windows Server 1 first. Okay, click on connect. I'm using RDP connection. Okay, and this is the RDP file. Download the RDP file. This is my Windows Server 1 RDP file. Okay, same thing I do in my Windows Server 2 also. Okay, the RDP file, click on download RDP file to Windows Server 2. Okay, now I'm going to access my virtual machine. So first I connect with my first I take the remote desktop connection to my Windows Server 1 virtual machine. Okay, it's connect to, this is the public IP address. Okay, as you can see that they ask me the credentials. Okay, so I give the username and password which I give at the time when I created the virtual machine. Okay, okay, so I just connect both my virtual machines. So this is my Windows Server 1, it's connected. Okay, this is my Windows Server 1. Okay, and this machine is Windows Server 2, it's also connected, you can say that. Okay, fine. So right now I am in my Windows Server 1 machine, okay, which is connected with East US. So I just check once the command. Need to check the IP address first. Click on CMD. I open CMD over there. I just check IP config. IP config and enter. So as you can see that it works on 10.0.0.4. Okay. Now I check with my Windows Server 2 IP address. I open CMD over there also. Okay, and over there I write config, IP config, enter. Okay, so as you can see that it works on 10.1.0.4. okay, so this machine connects with West US, West VNet 1, and that machine connects with East VNet 1. Okay, so now I'm going to try to ping now. Okay, so just try to ping, click on ping, and just write over there ping command, ping. Okay, and say and give the IP address 10.0.0.4. okay, and hit or enter. So as you can see that it's showing me request timeout. Why? Because my firewall is on. My firewall is still on in my machines. That's why I'm not able to ping it. Okay, so what I need to do, first I need to switch off the firewall. So we can go for that. I run the command firewall.cpl. Okay, this is the command to open firewall settings. Okay, so as you can see that firewall settings is open. I just turn Windows firewall on off. Okay, turn off and turn off firewall. Click on OK and click on close. So my Windows Server 2 machine, in my Windows Server 2 machine I switch off firewall. Okay, now I'm going to my Windows Server 1 machine. Okay, and over there also I need to switch off the firewall. Okay, now turn off Windows firewall, off. Okay, click on OK, close. Okay, now try to ping with, now right now I'm in Windows Server 1, I'm trying to ping with Windows Server 2, 10.1, I'm sorry, 1.0.4. This is the IP address of my Windows Server 2 machine, and if I enter it, so now this time you can see it's showing me reply. Okay, and if I go to my Windows Server 2 machine, okay, and I just try to ping with my Windows Server 1 machine 10.0.0.4, and if I enter, so as you can see there it's showing me reply. Okay, so like I'm showing you one thing also, that if I go to my home, okay, and I check my virtual network gateways, previously they're showing you unknown status. So now if I check the status, click on East Gateway, okay, and click on connections. So as you can see that both the connection status is connected now. Okay, so like this we can go for global peering. Okay, so this is the way how we can connect two VNets in different Azure connections, or you can say in different Azure locations. Okay, fine. So that's it for this video, guys. Okay, if you understand, I hope you understand this video. Okay, please like the video and share this video with your friends. Okay, thank you for watching, guys.